Theme 1 is about idents, companies, and production context. Here we chose 3 films to analyze in detail, but found these recurring patterns in dozens of films. We also looked at a bunch of idents and their length. In Johnny English, the Universal Studios ident was 24 seconds, Studio Canal was 20 seconds, Perfect World was 6 seconds, and working title was 10 seconds. In The World's End, Universal was 20 seconds, and working titles was 9 seconds. In Partisan, Protagonist Pictures was 6 seconds, Animal Kingdom 8 seconds, and Screen Australia 10 seconds. The average amount of idents per film is 3. The average length is 14.9 seconds, and the average length of the indie companies is 8.1 seconds. The longest example we found was Johnny English with Universal's 24-second ident, and the shortest was also Johnny English with Perfect World's 6 seconds, and Partisan's Protagonist Pictures, which was also 6 seconds. So we decided to make our idents last between 5 to 10 seconds.
Theme 2. Titles. We looked in detail at the titles of the films 71 and Bridget Jones' Diary as they oppose each other, and the films Baby Driver and Ocean's 11 as they are similar to our planned film opening. 71 had 0 people named, 6 company titles, and started at 40 seconds in and ended at 48 seconds in, making it go on for 8 seconds. It does not follow the auteur theory, as the director is not listed twice. There was no animation, so it was just connoting a serious tone. 6 companies were mentioned. Film 4, which is a TV station that contributed to the film so that it can be broadcast by them. BFI, Screen Yorkshire, and Creative Scotland all gave grants so it could be produced. And then Crab Films, which is similar to like Warp, which is just the company that produced it. The font is Georgia, or a similar one. It is serif and white on black. All characters are in uppercase, company names are large, and other words are much smaller. It ends with the Warp logo. The probable preferred reading is that the film has a serious tone. Bridget Jones' Diary. The number of people named were 21. The number of companies was 4. It started at 5 minutes and 1 second in, and ended at 7 minutes and 1 second in, which means it ran for 2 minutes. This does follow the auteur theory. In fact, the director is named twice, so they're actually 3 times, because they're also named as the author of the book. 4 companies were mentioned. Universal, a vertically integrated conglomerate, has working titles one of its subsidiaries, and the other companies are Studio Canal and Miramax, all parts of the vertically integrated conglomerate. They're designed with smaller text for the job titles, that is sans serif, orange, and has mixed case, and it connotes a serious tone, which is completely opposed by the large serif handwriting style that is stereotypically female that is used in the company and people names. Baby Driver. The number of people were 28. It started at 5 seconds in, ended at 2 minutes and 58 seconds, which means it ran for 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and shame. I've been around for a long, long year. So many a man's soul and fame. And I was around when Jesus Christ had moments of doubt.
Okay. One more.
theme 3, we have sound and genre signification. The stereotype in an action film is to add a beeping sound every time someone uses a computer.
The target is Maelstrom, second in command. He has information.
Although this isn't accurate to real life, it helps create verisimilitude. In social realist films, the stereotype is not to see any Foley. This is because of budget limitations, and although isn't enough to anchor genre, it's a big signifier of the genre. We also looked into the heist genre and found that usually there's a non-diegetic song that opens the movie. We found that the heist music, to be considered stereotypically heist music, has to be very rhythmic and have a lot of groove. It's not uncommon to see funk and other music genres that are similar to that being used. It has a classic rock influence. It's usually upbeat and has a high tempo. It usually features instrumentation, it doesn't have many or if any electronic elements, and has some jazz influence. Some of the instruments we found were very common throughout heist music were the electric bass, the electric guitar, the acoustic drums, the piano, the trumpets or brass, and the violins.